Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday 10 with CadChica Sports. I am your host, Sunny Cadwallader, better known in the social media world as CadChica. And yes, we are appearing here on a Friday morning, even though the show is called Tuesday 10. It's a special edition. Tuesday 10 is a conversation. It could be 10 questions, 10 tips, or in the case of today, just 10 minutes. But it's a conversation with leaders and up-and-comers in the world of sports, from media broadcasting, business marketing, social media, and more. Now, I said special edition because it really is. Number one, we are appearing on a Friday, but it's a special edition because it marks the final installment in a series I've been doing with my media partnership with Q1 Productions. Q1 is hosting the second annual Sports Fan Engagement Forum in Kansas City, Missouri. I will be there next week live tweeting and maybe even live interviewing with Twitter video and hopefully Wi-Fi willing, broadcasting live from the forum. And one of my guests is joining me today. His name is Rocky Harris. He is from Arizona State. He will be speaking there, so please welcome in Rocky Harris. Hey, Rocky.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me today. Why don't you introduce yourself with just a quick little bio?
Yeah, Rocky Harris, Chief of Staff here at Arizona State University. I actually grew up in Tempe and then went and worked in pro sports in the NFL for about 7 or 8 years. Then I worked in corporate America and then in Major League Soccer before coming to back to my alma mater at ASU 3 years ago.
Now, from talking with you earlier this week, you grew up in Tempe. You went to school there. I am not going to mention the fact that my school happens to be one of the many rivals, or at least they used to be in a nearby city, Go Dobson Mustangs. You went to Tempe High School. Now, did growing up there help you or hinder you when you actually came back to ASU to work, or what did growing up there help or hinder you in this job?
Yeah, I think it really helped me because what it did is it allowed me to know the market really well, to have a good feel for that. And normally when you enter a new market, it takes you 3 to 6 months, maybe even 9 months to figure out the market, to understand it. So I came right in with an immediate understanding, so it really fast-tracked my ability to help get things done. And so, you know, overall, and also just knowing some of the key people in town from growing up here, and the mayor of Tempe, went to another high school that I used to compete against quite a bit. Lots of people in town. Even though it's the 5th largest city, there's a lot of close-knit ties and a lot of the same people that interact with each other. So I think it really helped me a lot.
Now, from looking at your bio, you've worked in the MLS with the Houston Dynamo. You've worked with the NFL, especially as part of several Super Bowl committees. What did any of those roles or all of those roles teach you about fans and actually how they engage or how to interact and connect with fans?
Yeah, so the NFL, I think, does the best job overall. When I was at the 49ers and the Texans, we spent most of our time focused on the fan experience because we were pretty lucky where most of our games were sold out, or all of them were. We had waiting lists for season ticket holders. So what happens when you're done filling the stadium is you have to focus all of your marketing attention, all your promotional attention, all your engagement around improving the fan experience, not only on game day but every day. And so in the NFL, I learned a lot about how to maximize fan potential, how to maximize ROI, how to create customer lifetime value through engagement. When I went to Major League Soccer, it was almost the opposite, where we were focused on driving fans into the stadium. Mm-hmm. So we really had to differentiate ourselves within the market to get people out there. And what I found through working in Major League Soccer is that the supporter groups in Major League Soccer really drive everything. And if you allow them to dictate and engage and be a part of the process, not just show up on game day, but feel like they're engaged in every step of the way, they drive attendance for you. They drive the atmosphere. They're a lot like students in college athletics, where you have to listen to them, you have to allow them to have a voice, and when they say something that makes sense, you let them go. And you let them do it because they know the audience even better than we do, even though better than we think we do.
Speaking of student groups, there is something. I wish this was around when I was down in Mesa. I probably would have gone to ASU basketball games more, but there is something called the curtain of distraction at Arizona State Sun Devils basketball games. Can you tell me how this came about? Tell me a little bit more about the student involvement, the school involvement, what it is. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so we have a student group called 942 Crew, and they come up with all these wacky ideas to try to have fun at games, which is exactly what we want our students to do. We don't want them to go there just for the product on the court. We want them to go there and have fun for many other reasons. So they come to us with lots of ideas, and this one, when they came to us, we knew it was gold right away. Basically they set up two curtains in the second half where the opposing team is shooting free throws into them, and they do all types of crazy things, like dress up as Richard Simmons and dance to dressing up in unicorn. Yeah, I mean everything, and it works too. There's been an impact not only on the experience on game day for all of our other fans, because we have a lot of fans now who stay late in the second half that wouldn't have before, which helps our per caps, our revenue, and also enhances their experience, because even if you walk away and we don't win, we feel like that gives our fans one more reason to come back. And so, again, that was led by the students. They came to us with the idea. They're the ones who manage it and run it. Now, we have somebody who watches over to make sure they don't go overboard. But we allow them some freedom there to go with it. And now students are lining up to be a part of it. And what we're seeing, again, is that it's made national and international headlines. New York Times, ESPN, Sports Center, Sports Illustrated. Everyone's covering it because it's unique. It's different. And that's what we always try to do as marketers, is find things that are unique and different. And the best way to do that is allow your fans, in our case, our students, to tell us what that differentiation should be.
So I'm guessing you'll never actually be one of the people doing the curtain of distraction then.
I would actually do it because I'm crazy enough to, but I don't know that my boss would like that, or our president of our university. But watch out, maybe next season I'll be out there.
I think Todd, you should get football coach Todd Graham out there. See what he can come up with.
Yeah, we had actually Mike Berkovici and DJ Foster and a few other players. They participated in the curtain of distraction a few weeks ago, and I think that's probably about as far as it'll go.
Oh, well, that's okay. Now, getting back to, we are actually going to meet next week. Like I said, I'm going to try and broadcast live and do some Twitter interviews and from Kansas City at the Q1 Forum. How did you hear about this forum, and what drew you to it?
Well, I got a call to participate in the forum, so I went and did a little research on it. And what really interested me is that they seem to be taking a different approach than I go to probably 10 conferences a year. They're really focused on technology, the fan experience overall, and I thought I could really learn something from the other people that are presenting there. So, when I heard about it, I did my due diligence and research on it, and even though it's only in its second year, it seems like something that in the future will be one of the bigger conferences in the country. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, I look forward to hearing from you. There's so many great things going on that it's like you have to pick and choose which ones, but I'm looking forward to meeting you. Why don't you let everybody know how they can connect with you and or ASU Sun Devils?
Yeah, for me, it's my Twitter handle's Sun Devil Rocky. So just reach out to me that way, or my email address is rocky.harris@asu.edu. You can email me anytime, ask me any questions. I'm always willing to help, especially younger people in the industry who need some advice along the way. I was there. I know how hard it is, and it took people telling me how to get to the next step in order for me to get there. So I'm always willing to help.
And we do have my friend Heather Crafter. She is from Arizona, and she's saying go Sun Devils. So thanks Heather for joining the show. Heather. Yes. And I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to meeting you, and I hope to hear more about what the Sun Devils are doing. Now, let me ask you what this is. Am I doing this right?
Yeah, you're doing that right.
All right. They didn't have this. They didn't have this when I was down there. When did it start?
It was created by a fan. Its fans one time threw up the pitchfork, and then everybody started following suit. So now everybody does it in our market, and we love it. It represents Sun Devils. When you see Sun Devils, you throw up the pitchfork, and everybody knows it.
I know, from whether it's Sparky or the pitchfork, it's like, go Sun Devils. But anyways, thanks for joining me, Rocky. I look forward to meeting you next week.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And like I said, I am hoping to broadcast live from the Q1 Sports Fan Engagement Forum. I will be there Monday and Tuesday. Be sure to connect with me on Twitter Instagram, and even Snapchat too. I'm going to be sharing a lot of content at CadChica, and hopefully, now that I have Twitter video on my phone and iPad, I'm going to hopefully do some 30-second quick soundbite interviews and stay in touch with the hashtag Q1SFE15. Also, be sure to check out my website, CadChicaSports.com, for observations and musings from around the world of sports and sports social media. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time.